12th standard, subject physics, 8th chapter, electrostatics. From the chapter, capacitance of a capacitor with a dielectric slab. That is, we have to obtain an expression for the capacitance of that capacitor which is filled with a dielectric slab. So consider a parallel plate capacitor consisting of two plates P1 and P2 separated by distance d. The plate P1 is given positive charge, that is plus Q charge, so that minus Q charge is induced on this plate P2. Then a dielectric slab of thickness T is introduced between these two plates. Before introduction of this dielectric plate between the plates of the capacitor, let E0 be the electric field between these two plates directed from positive plate to negative plate. Now at that time, the potential difference between the plates is given as, so when no dielectrics is introduced, at that time the potential difference between the two plates V0 equal to E0d. So V0 is the potential difference between the two plates when no dielectric is introduced, and therefore V0 equal to E0d, where E0 equal to sigma upon epsilon 0 equal to Q upon A epsilon 0, and sigma, that is surface charge density, equal to Q by A, where A is the area of each plate of that capacitor, that is P1 and P2. Now the field E0 polarizes the dielectrics. The field E0 polarizes the dielectrics and inducing charge minus Q on the left side and charge plus Q on the right side of that dielectric plate. These induced charges set up an electric field EP. So due to the introduction of this plate, EP is the electric field which is directed from positive side of this dielectric to the negative side of that dielectric slab, and hence these induced charges set up an electric field EP inside the dielectric in the opposite direction to that of original electric field E0. So in the diagram, the direction of E and the direction of EP are oppositely directed. Then the induced field is given as the induced field, that is EP, in that dielectric slab. EP is equal to sigma P upon epsilon 0, that will be equal to QP upon A epsilon 0, where sigma P is equal to QP upon A. And therefore E is equal to E0 minus EP, because this is the net electric field E inside the dielectric. Inside that dielectric, the net electric field E reduces to E0 minus EP, because E0 and EP are oppositely directed, and therefore the net electric field inside that capacitor will be equal to E0 minus EP, and therefore here we can write E is equal to E0 minus EP, as E0 upon E0 minus EP equal to K, and therefore E is equal to E0 minus EP, that is equal to E0 upon K. Therefore E equal to Q upon A epsilon 0 K, or Q equal to A epsilon 0 EK. Now the potential difference between the plates of the capacitor is given as, because the field EP exists over a distance t and E0 over the remaining distance d minus t. That is, EP will exist, this EP will exist for a distance t, and in the remaining part of that d, that is d minus t, the electric field E0 will be present, and therefore the potential difference between the plates of the capacitor is given as V equal to E0, V equal to E0 into d minus t plus E into t. That is, there are two electric fields E0 and E, and therefore sum of the electric fields will be that electric potential between the two plates, that is phi equal to E0 into d minus t plus E into t. The formula used here, phi is equal to ED, that is electric potential equal to electric field into that distance, and therefore phi equal to E0 into d minus t plus E0 upon k into t. Now in this case, E is given as E0 by k. Taking E0 common, we will get phi equal to E0 into d minus t plus t by k, and hence phi equal to E0 into d minus t plus t by k. So this will be the electric potential between the two plates. Now E0 equal to A upon, or E0 equal to Q upon A epsilon 0. This is the initial or original electric field before introduction of the dielectric. E0 equal to Q upon A epsilon 0, and therefore phi equal to Q upon A epsilon 0 into d minus t plus t by k. Now the capacity of the parallel plate capacitor will be given as C is equal to Q by phi. That will be equal to Q upon A epsilon 0 into d minus t plus t by k. Here the value of phi is kept in this relation, that is Q upon A epsilon 0 into d minus t plus t by k. Simplifying, we will get capacity C equal to A epsilon 0 upon d minus t plus t by k. So this equation gives the capacity of that parallel plate capacitor when it is filled with the dielectric material. Now different cases will occur in this case. So case 1, if the dielectric fills up the entire space between the two plates of that capacitor, that means if the whole space between P1 and P2 is filled with the dielectric, then T will become equal to D. Both these distances will be the same, and hence capacity C will be equal to A epsilon 0 k upon D, that is equal to k into C0, where C0 is the original capacity, that is A epsilon 0 upon D. So C is equal to k into C0, and that means from this relation it is clear that if the space between the two plates is fully filled with the dielectric, then the capacity of the capacitor will increase k times its original capacity. Case 2, if the capacitor is filled with n dielectric slabs, if n dielectric slabs are there, and with this the space between the plates of the capacitor is filled with, these plates will be having their thickness T1, T2, T3 up to Tn. Then we have here n dielectric slabs having their thickness T1, T2, T3 up to Tn. then capacity C equal to A epsilon 0 upon T1 upon K1 plus T2 upon K2 plus Tn upon Kn. Third case, if the system consists of n capacitors in parallel, if n capacitors are connected in parallel with plate areas A1, A2, A3 An, and the plate separation will be D, then capacity C equal to epsilon 0 upon D into A1 K1 plus A2 K2 plus An Kn. If all the areas of these slabs, that is A1 equal to A2 equal to equal to An, and that is equal to A by N, then C will be equal to A epsilon 0 upon Dn into K1 plus K2 plus Kn. Now go for fourth case, that is if the capacitor is filled with the conducting plate. Instead of dielectrics, if any conducting plate as a conductor is introduced between the plates of that capacitor, then the dielectric constant K for that conducting plate will be equal to infinity, and then the capacity of the capacitance of that capacitor is given as A epsilon 0 upon D minus T, because from this relation K becomes infinity, therefore T by infinity will become equal to 0, and therefore only A epsilon 0 upon D minus T we will get, and therefore it will be A epsilon 0 upon D minus T. Now it will be written as A epsilon 0 upon D minus T into D upon D. Here this relation is multiplied and divided by D, and therefore capacity C will be equal to A epsilon 0 upon D into D upon D minus T. But this bracketed term, that is A epsilon 0 upon D, that will give you C0, and therefore capacity C will be equal to D upon D minus T into C0. From this relation it is clear that if the space between the plates of the capacitor is filled with conducting plate, then the capacity of that capacitor will increase by the factor D upon D minus T.